Scott Brown here. In today's exciting episode, we make up a door. And Pato's ceiling goes up as well. Check out the window guys. Makita saw. The Makita flipper. It flips from a drop saw to a table saw. All in one tool. I don't know how it works. See this? This is like a 1 meter piece of pine, and you got to join there, a join there, a join there, a join. Oh no, there's no join there. So you can see there it is actually deliberately jointed, and that is so they can get long runs of smooth material by taking out the knots and using the parts in between the knots to make one knot-free piece of pine. But the problem with that is it tends to ripple. And in this case, these long ones are sort of going like a wave, like a snake, and we're trying to use that for like door jambs and stuff like that. So that's not gonna work. So we're gonna get that exchanged. Also has a bit of mold on it and some marks from like a forklift or something, so obviously that's not acceptable either. But some of it is acceptable, and today I'm gonna make doors out of it. Trying to make it a bit straighter with a straight edge. I think I managed to get enough out of it for 2 doors. There's 3 doors that I wanted to make. And I guess the lesson here is, well, select the timber yourself. That's what I usually do, but because, you know, it's a big job, I can't be going to merchants and going through all the timber and making sure every bit straight. I have to order it, and so far it's been pretty good on this job. We've ordered, you know, weatherboards and framing and everything, and so far the material's been alright. But now that we're getting to the finish level, it has to be finished timber, not the country, the quality. Alright, so now we're to the point where we do the hinges, and the hinges are going to be made by this jig here that I've used in other episodes. And one of the episodes that I previously used this, I'll put the handle of the guy that made it for me here. I'm not sure if he makes them all the time, but he made this one for me, so you can always hit him up on Instagram. So one of the last episodes that I used this hinge jig on, I was watching last night, and the reason I was watching it is because I got an email from somebody at Otago Polytechnic, and he sent a photo, which I think you'll appreciate. I'll put the image, you're not going to be able to see it on my phone properly, I'll pop the image here. That white board down the bottom says, "He might have a Bentley, but can he hang a door?" Scott Brown Carpentry, Otago Polytechnic. Group B 2020. So shout out to Group B at Otago Polytechnic. If you haven't seen that episode, if you have, you'll know exactly what that reference is. But if you haven't, I'll pop up the video right here. When I was working in Edinburgh with my Uncle Sandy, as a mark of success, he used to talk about hanging doors. So whenever we'd see a rich guy driving down the road in a Bentley or something while we're on our way to work, it'd be like, "Yeah, he might have that Bentley, but can he hang a door, Scott?" That's the question. Like, hanging a door was the ultimate. You might have the Bentley power, but can you hang a door? It's kind of crazy to think of a classroom of builders watching my videos, you know? I do these things for fun mainly, but hey, if you're learning something from them, great. So yeah, that's how that works. Not bad, eh? Just has a square corner, that's all. So just go chisel out the corners a little bit. Or not. Okay, it's not a very good fit. Todd, what do you think?
Not good at all, mate.
What?
Get bigger hinges.
Have fun. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't solve your problem, Todd.
Yeah, well, you
got problems of my own.
But it's alright, I like it.
Oh, that's good, that's good. Oh, got the right hinges. It doesn't always rain in New Zealand. Not always. Look at this rain. There we go. Pretty good. The radius, slightly different. We can fill that later. Door handles are up there in the cupboard. Remind me later. See that daylight coming through? That is on an angle that way. So the door's kind of going like that on the edges. That bevel there is so you can swing your door in without the first edge hitting the door frame. And you still keep a decent gap. But our door's flipping around this time because the configuration has changed. So we've got to straighten it up and then put another bevel on. I might have to fill that door handle hole. It's off center anyway. So you don't do much of an angle. 2.5, 3 degrees, that's it. The other side, cut square, that's where the hinges go. Here we go, this is the hinge side. Square. And this here's the latch side. And you got that wee bevel there. How's it going, team?
Just in time, almost big reveal. Just looking around.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Holy moly.
Good, eh?
Looks mint, bro. You feeling confident with the B camera there, Pato?
Not really.
I left Pato with the B camera while he was doing that, so I'll have footage of that going up, hopefully.
Hopefully, if I push the right buttons on the camera.
He's bumping the table, eh? He's stitching me up. In front of the camera and everything, boys.
No pressure, Todd, no pressure. No, they're doing a good job of that ceiling in there. I wanted to record it and talk through it and everything, but we're doing so much work here, so I'll put some footage of it at the end of this video. How about that? Here's another version of the same hinge jig, by the way. Look at that. The reason I had to put advertisement before, when I mentioned this the first time, is because there's been a change in New Zealand law. Ken didn't pay me or anything to say any of this. He did give it to me for free, and according to New Zealand law I have to call it an advertisement because he gave it to me for free. They say that's like a form of currency. And apparently that came into effect because people on Instagram, for example, weren't disclosing when they were being given stuff for free. This is awesome, right? Look at that. There's the one. Have you got door jams to replace it?
Nah, bro.
In some cases it doesn't really matter what happens to the bottom of your door jamb within reason, but in this case we're going down to polished wood flooring, so it does matter. You're going to see if there's a gap between the floor and the door jamb. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving it 20mm long, and we can scribe it to suit the floor. Sometimes the floor is like that, and we want it to be closed all the way. And then at the top I'll add 3mm that way. there you have it. There's the door. One of 3. Now I would go and hang this door so you can see it go in. You might have to wait for that though, because the floor, I might stand and hold this without falling. The floor inside there is all protected, covered, and like I said earlier, this needs to be scribed down to suit the floor perfectly. So we'll put this to one side for now. I'll make the other 2 right now, and while I'm doing that, you can watch Pardo's exciting ceiling being installed.
We're probably gonna add music anyway for this bit.
Doors ready to go?
Yeah,
Yeah, the timber's pink because the trees are pink.
yeah, that's why.